Es que estoy aquí, que no lo puedo dar porque yo era de mañana, ¿vale? Os estáis metiendo con sangas, ¿no? O sea, que me gustaría estar ahí. No, para meterme con el tema.
escuchármelo. ¡No! ¡La bolsa!
No, los oye. Toma.
No, yo quiero lo que tienen en
Ni nada. Carla, tú no puedes comer de aquí. Todo lo que...
Mira.
Mar, no estoy gorda. Una cosa. ¿Qué quieres? Vale, uno. Y tu hermano trae más, pero ¿cómo ves? No, Martín, Martín. Tú ya has menjat una.
Va, Barça, va!
A ver, espera. Soy un todo rojo, ¿me llevas?
Molt bona tarda, ja som en directe al camp Tito Vilanova aquí a la Ciutat Esportiva Joan Gamper per explicar els primers minuts d'aquest entrenament, l'últim que farà el Futbol Club Barcelona abans de viatjar cap a la Corunya, on demà a 4:45 de la tarda disputarà el partit de la competició de Lliga davant del Deportivo.
Well, hello, good afternoon, and we're about to bring you live coverage of the first team training session here live from the Ciutat Esportiva on the Tita Villanova field. And it's the final training session before tomorrow's game against Deportivo La Coruña. That kicks off at 4:15 Central European time. But, as I'm pretty sure you're all aware, it's also the first game since history was made on Wednesday night. There are no words. I'm trying to think of an adjective. Is there an adjective to describe what happened on Wednesday? The 6-1 defeat of PSG, coming back from 4-0 down. Absolute miracle, and this is the final training session before tomorrow's game against Deportivo La Coruña. The players coming out onto the field, as you can see right now. And as usual with these things, we're going to be bringing you the first 15 minutes of the training session live. And of course, we're on Facebook, and I can see your comments already coming through, so I'll be trying to have a look at some of those comments as we enjoy today's training session. On the left there, you can see Ivan Rakitic. He's the man of the moment, because yesterday not only was it his 29th birthday, but of course he also announced that he's staying at FC Barcelona until 2021. That was wonderful news coming, of course, the day after the historic victory. Andres Iniesta there, on the left of the image, speaking to the coaches. Just going to say a quick message for our listeners in Spanish and in Catalan. Si estás mirando esto en castellano, y quieres verlo en inglés, se puede ver mirando la página web del Barça, se puede ver con comentarios en castellano y también en català. Es pot veure en www.fcbarcelona.cat. Es pot veure amb tots els comentaris en català. And also, here on Facebook, we've got Facebook Live. Of course, the game tomorrow against Deportivo comes with Barça back top of the league as with 60 points. Real Madrid just behind on 59. Of course, Real Madrid do still have that game in hand, but the situation is looking a lot better than it was just a few weeks ago. Real Madrid will be playing the late night game on Sunday. They're at home to Betis. That's kicking off at 8:45 Central European Time. So that'll be kicking off 4 hours after Barca's game away to Deportivo. Beautiful day here in Barcelona. The sun is absolutely baking down. It's really been the first really hot weekend of 2017 here. It's time to put off the jackets, get the shorts on, and the suntan lotion. Very, very hot, but not so much up in Galicia, where Barca are playing tomorrow. It's going to be rainy tomorrow, we understand. Temperatures still a fairly comfortable 13 degrees, but it's probably going to be raining at kick-off time tomorrow. We were listening to Luis Enrique in his press conference just about half an hour ago, and one of the things that he was asked about, I think is one of the key issues for tomorrow, is calming down the euphoria, getting the players to come down from the cloud, as he put it, and getting their feet back on the ground and concentrating on a game where there's 3 very important league points at stake. And you can probably understand that, you know, it's going to be important. Like, calm down. There's a game against Deportivo to be played against tomorrow. Barca have more or less full squad, apart from the 2 known ankle injuries, Aleix Vidal and Jeremy Mathieu, both of them with ankle problems. Aleix Vidal, sadly, probably until the end of the season. Mathieu's is not quite as serious. The rest of the squad all fit for tomorrow, but Luis Enrique did hint that he might be making some changes based on the huge workload that some of the players have had of late, and particularly on Wednesday night, of course. 3 decisive players from the game there. That's Piqué, Suarez and Messi. You can see there the difference in height, in fact, between Piqué and Messi. Messi, of course, he's going to one of his happy hunting grounds tomorrow, Riazor. He's scored 10 league goals at the home of Deportivo La Coruña. In fact, that's more away league goals at that ground than any other stadium. He scored in his last 6 Liga games, looking to make it 7 Liga games in a row. And, of course, the leading goal scorer in Europe at the moment, top of the Golden Shoe. Also interesting, he's the leading goal scorer in Europe's major leagues from outside of the box. And I'm sure you saw that iconic photograph of Leo Messi after the game. It was like something out of a movie, a stunning picture. In fact, you can read on our website the full story of the photographer and how he managed to get that moment of Leo Messi atop all of the players there, looking like a gladiator or something, being carried out of the ring. Fantastic photograph, that.
S'exercita amb els seus companys Neymar, que amb molèsties a l'adductor de la cama esquerra, com diem, no fa el treball amb el grup. Per tant, aquestes són 2 de les absències en aquest entrenament d'avui. Ja sabem que també el Barça té les baixes de llarga durada d'Aleix Vidal i també...
So keep your comments coming in on Facebook. We're seeing a lot of people asking in Spanish why the commentary is in English. Si estás mirando esto en inglés y quieres saber por qué no se puede verlo en español, se puede ver en la web del Barça perfectamente. Entonces, moviendo ahí por aquí en Facebook, lo tenemos en inglés. Deportivo, of course, playing under a new manager, Pepe Mel. He took over after the staggering step back that Deportivo had when they lost 4-0 to Leganés. Pepe Mel was brought in the place of Guy Figaritano. Of course, followers of the Premiership will be familiar with Mel. He was at West Bromwich Albion, also trained Betis here in Spain, and so far so good. 3 games unbeaten, 1-1 draw with Atletico, 1-1 draw with Betis, his former club, and a 1-0 win against Sporting. So far so good under the new manager, but they haven't played Barça yet. That's probably a completely different kettle of fish. Derek Young saying Barça is always the best. We salute the comeback. It's great to see the legendary men back to training, says Ali Yamani. Let's go, guys. I love my team Barça together. The victory is our God. Bless you, everyone. That's Gilmar Alonso. Evans Emma, he's watching, but is heading back to Ireland this evening. Hope you're not a rugby fan, mate, because last night wasn't the best of results for Ireland. Lost, of course, to Wales.
També li preguntàvem a Luis Enrique Martínez a la roda de premsa, li preguntaven sobre el fet de saber...
Well, there's interesting results. Oh, in fact, no. I was just about to tell you that Sevilla, they're playing at the moment at home to Leganés. They were losing 1-0. Sevilla, of course, just hovering behind the big two and really still in contention for the league. They were losing 1-0 after a Gabriel goal after just 3 minutes to Leganés. Sevilla have just equalised. It's 1-1 in that game. There was one other Liga game played last night, Espanyol, at home to Las Palmas. That ended 4-3 to Espanyol. And coming up this evening, Atletico Madrid. I don't think really Atletico Madrid is still really in contention for the league title, but they're away to Granada. That's the evening kickoff, 8:45. And another game to look out for is the Basque Derby tomorrow at noon, local time. Real Sociedad against Athletic Club Bilbao. There's the 3 goalkeepers, and there's Ter Stegen, of course, that absolutely fundamental save that he made against Cavani when the score was 3-1. Had Cavani taken that, then surely that would have been curtains for Barça, but who knows when we look at how the events panned out, what could have happened. But an absolutely essential save that from Ter Stegen. He was another of the heroes of the night, of course, involved in the attacking football towards the end. It was a free kick on him, in fact, that led to the move to score Sergio Roberto to get the winner in the 95th minute. Barça, of course, have got an absolutely wonderful track record against Deportivo. 13 games unbeaten. That's a record going back to 2008. 13 games without a loss. In fact, in 8 of those games, Deportivo haven't scored at all. Last season, of course, was that incredible 8-0. Deportivo's biggest ever defeat in the league. And of course, Barça 19 matches unbeaten at the moment in the league. Let's hope to extend that record to 20. It's the longest unbeaten run of any of the teams in the league at the moment.
Sidney, el central habitualment titular del conjunt de la Corunya, l'exjugador de l'Espanyol, es va lesionar contra el Betis i finalment no s'ha recuperat a temps, per tant no podrà ser en el partit de demà contra el Barça. Tampoc ha entrat...
So for Barça, it's the trip to Galicia tomorrow for Deportivo, and next week there's a week off. It's going to come as a welcome break. Of course, there's further Champions League games this week. Barça got our game out of the way. It's Valencia at home. Valencia drew with Sporting 1-1 earlier on today. And then it's the international break, as I'm sure you're all aware and looking forward to, with your respective countries battling for places in the World Cup in Russia. Some absolute crunch games. Of course, a lot of the Barça players heading off to South America.
Va veure la 5a targeta groga, per tant aquestes són les 4 baixes que té el Depor per demà. Guillermo i Sidney per lesió i Mosquera i Florin Andone per sanció. Veurem qui ocupa la punta d'atac del conjunt gallec, si serà Joselu, un jugador que va ser fitxat pràcticament amb el mercat d'estiu tancat i que es va lesionar el primer partit que va jugar, després ha tornat, va marcar 2 gols al Bernabéu.
Of course, Deportivo, when we look at the recent record against Barça, has been very much negative for them. In fact, Barca scored 21 goals in the last 4 games against them. The last 3 not conceding any. Has been an 8-0, a 4-0, a 4-0, that famous 5-4 in the 2010-11 season. Deportivo at the moment, they've moved away from the relegation zone since Pepe Mel's been in charge. There's a 5-point gap on them now. On the bottom 3, Granada, Sporting and Osasuna, as things stand, looking like the sides that will be heading down to the 2nd division. Far cry, of course, from the Deportivo team that won the league in 2000 and, of course, came within a penalty kick that Djukic missed in 1994 that would have given Deportivo the league. Of course, Barca instead took it to claim the 4th Liga in a row. And the great late Johan Cruyff. Of course, the great Deportivo team of the around the turn of the century, they were involved in a pretty famous comeback of their own. In fact, they were 4-1 down in the quarterfinals of the Champions League in 2004 against Milan. Came back winning 4-0 at home, qualified for the semi-finals. Not quite as epic as Barca's comeback on Wednesday, but epic nevertheless.
Un Enrecholak que va començar un pèl irregular la temporada, però que està fent una molt bona temporada amb el Depor. Aquest Depor irregular que, com diem, va fer una bona primera volta i s'aspirava alguna coseta més.
Some of the comments coming through. We've got one here from Felix Morado. He's calling in from Monterrey in Mexico. Same nationality as my wife, of course. And Saik Viliakim simply says Neymar. Neymar, Messi, Suarez. An attack of dreams, says Antonio Carlos. God bless every one of you, says Elizabeth Claudia Rojas. The best club in the world, says Emenogo Victor. Mohamed AFG echoes those sentiments. The best club in the world. Gerardo Ramirez from Costa Rica says that Barca's football has become an art. Keep your comments coming in. What are your predictions for tomorrow? What are Barca going to do against Deportivo? We're looking out for your predictions. Do you think we're going to get another 8-0 like last year? Could it be even more? Or are you more realistic? One thing's for sure, that goals haven't been flowing for Deportivo. The last time they scored 2 in a game was 12 games ago. Half those games have been draws, or 1-1 draws, 0-0 draws. They've been picking up the points. 3-0 Barça, says Ahmed Hussein.
Davant del Madrid, davant del València, davant de la Real Societat. El Barça va guanyar per 0-8 a Riazor. De fet, les últimes visites del Barça a Riazor...
Remind you, we can only bring you the first 15 minutes. We'll be turning off the signal so that the players can work on their tactics. Afterwards, away from the prying eyes of Pepe Mel, because I'm sure he's probably looking in at the moment trying to pick up some clues. Carlos Pineda says it's been a great wait for Culés. However, the team needs to improve. I'm not sure how you can improve on 6 goals against PSG. Muz Ahmed, I think Barca will win 4-1 with Messi scoring 2, Neymar and Rakitic. Mikaino Jubilee, 5-0 Barca. Osman Sanyang, 4-0 Barca. I apologise if I'm not pronouncing your names quite correctly. This team are warriors, not just stars. Best ever, says Duke Party. Okay, that's all we can bring you for now, I'm afraid. So, really enjoyed the comments that have been coming through. Jeff Jack from Northern California, hi to you as well. All the best, hope you enjoyed that. And Forza Barça! Thank you very much for listening.